Now, my job here is to welcome Julien Renaud-Perret. He's the head of hospitality at New Murabba. He has a business degree and an MBA from INSEAD, a distinguished career in hospitality. In fact, he's worked in hospitality all of his life. He's worked for investors such as Orascom and brands such as Aman, Disney, Club Med, and Center Parcs. He's also had the chance of being involved in the opening of Disneyland Paris, in the making of Aman New York, and Andermatt Swiss Alps. And we're indeed fortunate to have him now in Riyadh, leading hospitality for New Murabba. On a personal front, Julien is French, and he's married with 3 beautiful kids. Let's give him a round of applause, gentlemen and ladies. Thank you. Welcome, Julien.
So I made it on stage, which is already a feat, but I will do better now.
You did a great job, Julien. Now, we hear that you've got a wonderful video for us to play before we start our discussion. Shall we do that now?
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. Let's look at what New Murabba has to offer us.
Murabba, a downtown unlike any other. Pinnacle modern living. Modern residential units. High-tech office spaces. Innovative retail spaces. Stunning leisure destinations. World-class hospitality. And abundant green spaces for everyone. Everything you need is a 15-minute walk away. Discover a greener future with a 6-tier innovative transport system. Eco-friendly electric solutions through slashing carbon emissions by 50%. A well-designed city with state-of-the-art communal spaces. Schools of the highest standards prepare your children for the future. World-class events. And a state-of-the-art football stadium. At the heart of it all, the iconic Murabba, with immersive, exciting experiences at every corner. World-class hospitality, retail experiences, entertainment, and beyond. A downtown where dreams become reality.
Wonderful. That was fabulous. Thank you, Julien. But we need to hear more from you. So can we start the first question by answering, what are the key differentiating factors in New Murabba? All of us are keen to hear more.
Thank you very much. I think, first of all, I would like to say that it's a privilege to be here today and be able to speak about New Murabba. It's a PIF company, as we just saw, and it's a very important project for the kingdom. And I will specifically honored to represent the employees of New Murabba, because we are a growing company. We're today more than 600 people, and everybody's giving its heart to developing this project. So it's a privilege to be here. So to look at your question, I'd like to start with something which is very important for everybody to understand. So as you understand in my voice, I'm French, and some of you or most of you have maybe been in Paris. And in Paris, there's a ring road around Paris called the Périphérique. And inside this ring road, there's 105 square kilometers that make Paris. I'll give it out of the guess, but how big in square kilometers is Riyadh? It's 1,500 square kilometers. It's 15 times the size of Paris. So when you understand that Riyadh is a low density, 4,000 people per square kilometer town. And this is crucial to what we're doing, because in New Murabba, our job and our vision, not our vision, our job is to bring to this already incredible town a new downtown, which will be an addition to this vibrant city. That's our goal. And it's very important to understand it in the density side, because what we're doing, and you say what's specific, just to slightly correct we have a piece of land which is 14 million square kilometers, which is 1,400 hectares, that on it, we are actually developing a downtown. What is true is that we are a downtown is constituted of a lot of assets, but it will be residential focused. We want people to come live there. That's what we're doing. We're building a community, an extension of the existing Riyadh. So, of course, in this project, you'll have, in any downtown where we want people to be able to live, to work, and to play. So in order to do that, we have different asset class. So we will have offices, houses, apartments, offices, retail, hospitality, of course. We'll touch base maybe on that later. But also a stadium, as you saw, but also hospitality, education, hospitals, health, culture, religion, all of these elements that constitute a downtown. This is really a key focus. So we will have an integrated project. And if you come back to the density side, what does it mean and what are we really bringing to Riyadh as an add-on, I would say? Is the first thing is, because we are building with density, you free up other areas. It means you have 25% of the land which is going to be green parks, linear green parks. That's 300 hectares, 3 million square meters of green space. It's 3 times Hyde Park, more or less New York Central Park. It's a big space. The second thing we're bringing, you touched base, is a 15-minute community.
Wonderful. So
wait. 15-minute community, meaning what does it mean? It means that within 15 minutes of walkable area, you're able to get to what you need to live. And that's very important. So these are the second element, key differentiation. And of course, we have a DARB. And the DARB is an Arabic word for pathway.
Pathway, yeah.
Where we'll have soft mobility.
Wonderful. Julien, you just talked about the live, work, play environment in New Murabba and 15 minutes within this, walking to all of these facilities. But as Riyadh residents, we all know, we all think every morning, how do I get from A to B? About traffic congestion, about how do we get to places seamlessly? Where do we park? What kinds of transport may we take to get to places? So would you like to explain to us how this New Murabba development integrates to the wider city of Riyadh? We're very curious to know.
Yeah, it's a key element. The project is located in the northwest of Riyadh at the intersection of King Khalid and King Salman, which is already a very busy street, as you know. But with a modern downtown, we need to think public transport. So we have a metro line that's going to come through. We'll have 4 metro stations within the project, within the land development. We have a connection with the Qiddiya Express, as you said, for the entertainment going to Qiddiya. It will go through Diriyah and to us also. And we will have internal routes. We'll have bus lines, the DARB, so that the mobility of the people are really crucial to make it a vibrant downtown. For people, we'll have to be able to move within there and connect it to the downtown of Riyadh in an easy way. We're going to, of course, be car friendly, but hopefully when you are living there, you don't need your car.
Wonderful. Music to my ears, and I'm sure music to many of our ears. Thank you, Julien. So just on that point, though, you talked about all this connectivity, the metro stations, and the buildings within the New Murabba. Can you talk a little bit about the phasing of this development?
Yeah, the phasing is, of course, an important one, because when you have 14 million square meters of land to develop, it's not done overnight, as we say. So we have several phases, and they go from Expo 2030 to World Cup 2034, and then they move on to 2040 and 2045. So it's a long-term project because the downtown is really, it's a big piece of land, and we have to develop a community, and a community is not done just like that forcefully. It has to grow also. I don't have the word in English, but from the inside, and therefore it'll be staged. But the big impact really in 2030 and 2034 with these two, the Expo and World Cup that are coming, put a lot of emphasis on New Murabba.
You've got your work cut ahead of you, huh?
Yeah, correct.
Absolutely. So I know a lot of us are thinking about this iconic Mukab. We've heard a lot about it, but we would love to hear from the horse's mouth more about what is the Mukab and what's inside it.
I didn't present it when we discussed about what's coming and what's special about New Murabba downtown. I left it out because I think it's important to be a little bit more focused on it. It's an incredible building. It's an incredibly complex building. And just to give you a few hints of already the building in itself. First of all, the size of the building is the biggest building in the world. It's 400 meters by 400 meters. It's a square. The Mukab means cube in Arabic. And it's 400 meters tall. Which means that this building in itself will be, just looking at it, not taking the content, will be an iconic landmark of the city, as you know, the Sydney Opera, the Eiffel Tower of Paris, and probably the Empire State Building of New York, just to state a few. So it will be really an iconic view of landmark of the city. It's covered in HD screen to have a reference to Saudi Arabia and to the culture. So this is really also a second element. The third element that make this building special is that it has a lot of components in it. It's not just a building. I'll tell you in a second what's inside it, but around it you have hospitality, you have retail. We'll have a lot of retail because around it you'll have podiums where people will be able to walk around and enjoy as well the view, but also a retail and food experience. And last but not least, you will have a rooftop. 400 meters up in the air, which makes it a rooftop around 1,000 square meters because Riyadh is fairly up. And in the rooftop is 160,000 square meters. Yeah, that's my thoughts too. It's a big building. So this is just a building. What's inside the building? So basically inside the building is an entertainment venue. It's an entertainment venue built on technology. It will be, as you saw some images there, we will be able to welcome around 27,000 guests at the same time, okay, in order to be able to experience another world. Our goal, the vision that we have, that was the vision of the project, is to be able to transport people through technology, through screens and holograms, into a different world. Could be the ocean, could be Jurassic Park, could be the desert, could be the space, but all of that on a 360,000 square meters, which is about 20 times the sphere, will be able to interact, people will be interacting visually and with many senses into another world. And just to top it off, we decided to build a tower inside that, which is the size of the tower next door, Al Fazailah, which is 250 meters top, which will have an entertainment venue at the top, a hotel in the middle, and retail and food experience at the bottom. So it will be an incredible non-seasonal event because it will be open all year.
Sounds incredible. When can we go inside it, Julien?
Our goal, as I said, is 2030. We're pushing. And we hope to welcome you in 2030 inside the Mukab on the rooftop, hopefully overlooking Riyadh.
Looking forward. So that brings me to the next question, which is the theme of this event is hospitality. So what is New Murabba's hospitality offering?
I'll go quickly on that because we have a special workshop at 4:15 where we will detail all of the hospitality offering. But basically, just to make it short, we have 7 hotels that are within the Mukab, on the rooftops, on the towers, on the corner towers, on the podium. And throughout, because it's a downtown, hospitality is a key element of downtown, we have a number of hotels and plots of land that are dedicated to hospitality. Wonderful.
So do you have any final words to the audience that you'd like to say about New Murabba?
I do. I think New Murabba is a real anchor, will be a real anchor in Riyadh. And the gentleman yesterday, just before in the panel, talked about the other projects. So I think New Murabba is going to be on the map in the next coming month.
Well, all the best, Julien. Big round of applause for Julien, gentlemen. Thank you.